So I agree that if kids were to be using devices all the time non-stop, that would be a bad thing for their eyes, for their brain, for their physical activity, for their emotional health, everything. When I was a kid, I don't remember having screen time. I mean, that was probably not a concept then, but like having limits on technology because it wasn't really required, because I just didn't spend that much time on it, even though I was like a techie kid. And my wife doesn't remember having that either, and I don't know if other people can chime in if they had limits. It wasn't really necessary. It was kind of like, you know, I go on the computer, I ride my bicycle, I do these other things, I hang out with my friends. It just didn't seem like something that was necessary. And I think part of the difference is not to do with me, but is the way that the apps and programs and websites are designed today. They're meant to hook you in, to keep you. There was no bottomless scrolling when I was a kid. There was no algorithm trying to pull you in. It wasn't addictive. It was just like another thing to do, a hobby. And my parents didn't see any problem with me investing in a hobby. It seemed like a really valuable thing. My dad works in IT. That's his job. That's how he supported our family. So it never seems that way. Except for on Pokemon when I was in a battle. Mom would call me for dinner. I'm in a battle. It was a constant struggle. That's real. Maybe I'm naive, but I do think that if the kids are doing the right kinds of things that are not addictive tasks that are pulling them in, trying to get them to go and do more, they probably will just clock out when they feel like, oh, that's enough for my brain or my eyes or whatever. And it will just be another thing that they do and we don't have to worry about it as much. When kids are on games and TikTok and all this kind of stuff and it's pulling them in, I think that's when it's the problem. I'm not opposed to screen time limits, just in case anyone is worried.